Right, hi everyone. We're back for the weekly RFOX AMA with Ben Fairbank, the CEO and Cofounder, and I'm Lenny Clifford. How's it going, Benny?
Yeah, not too bad. And yourself?
I'm doing well, thank you, in my new avatar, giving this one a try. We're in the RFOX Vault as it's in construction and also awaiting the custom-built 3D avatars, counting down the days until launch, and the new pod reveals are happening now. I saw the blue light means you own a rare citizen, and the white light, that's another trait. So, yeah, I'm wondering what those traits will entitle the holders to. Any hints?
Well, all we've said so far is that they are to do with the rarity. So the white ones, as we know, are the commons, and then you've got your green ones, which were the uncommons, and then you've had your blue reveals as well. So you've got more and more coming as time goes on. That'll be a staged release, so you've got 2 more coming out this week as well. So very, very exciting to see who ends up with something that's either legendary or mythic.
Okay, so the Vault will be launched soon, and later, once the custom citizen avatars are integrated, they'll really stand out from these standard issue avatars that we're testing out right now. For those people who want to use the Vault for shopping experiences, like maybe one-off experiences, or every now and again they'll come in to use it, do you think they'll feel the need to have a citizen, or are citizens just for NFT flippers and the RFOX community?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think a lot of people will just go with a standard avatar, and I think that we know that if people personalize and set up, they're more likely to return. And I think if the value's there if they like their experience and their shopping and what they're doing, I think you'll find that they'll come back again and again, put more time into what they look like, especially if you're socializing from the social component for people to be able to recognize you. So I've switched up mine and changed around and used some of the standard avatars that are available. But when I have a custom avatar that represents myself, I was walking in here and people would say, "Benny, how you doing?" So they'd know. And I think that that's sort of a status symbol as well. Like, people will be able to identify you based on your avatar. But to your earlier point, I think the voting rights and the ability to be able to say that your avatar is from a particular quarter, that'll become more important and prevalent once you actually start rolling out Arcimoto and Terravoldi and Calaxi and the other quarters.
Okay, and as products go live and the community grows, that would surely create more demand for the citizens. What progress are you seeing on the secondary markets now?
Yeah, obviously it's slow for the whole NFT market, but I think the encouraging thing for us is that people are waiting to see, and I think it's an important point to reiterate, which type of apartment they're going to get, because as people would probably be aware, the OG avatars that are available on the secondary market now entitle the holders to one standard avatar and 2 apartments, and you don't know what rarity level the standard avatar will be, and you also don't know what rarity level the 2 apartments will be. So you could end up with something more like a studio or a floating penthouse type of apartment that would be awesome for gatherings, get-togethers, hosting events, and all that type of stuff as well. So it doesn't matter which one you've got. They don't correspond. Just because you get a common OG avatar doesn't mean that you get a studio apartment. They're completely random, and that's what makes, I guess, the second batch of citizens, so the secondary citizens, still very, very valuable, because they have the entitlement to 1 apartment as well, which could also be a penthouse. So there's no correlation, and that's the part that I think some people get used to. If I've got a common, I'll get a small place. Not the case at all.
Okay, all right, a lot to look forward to with these reveals coming up. And RFOX has major products not far off from launch now, the NFT platform and also the Vault where we are right now. It's looking fantastic. We have the Citizens statue behind you, the Calanova Quarter. It will be great to see these citizens running around the Vault when it's all live. And how are things going working with the first customers for the platform? So you're working with a number of customers at the moment for the NFT platform. How's that all going?
Yeah, it's going well so far. I think that obviously when you see NFT platform users that also deploy shops in the space, and we know that We know that Razniafi has got a drop coming up in on the 11th, and you've got others that are looking at how to deploy just NFTs, and then you've got some that are looking to deploy NFTs specific to their shops. So that part of it's all pretty exciting. And then we've obviously had the added benefit of being able to walk around Arcimoto already, so we're getting an idea of scale, how different it looks. Like the idea of these 4 quarters is to be 4 completely different immersive experiences, and when you walk through Arcimoto, it's dark. It's a dark background, and it's got lots of colours and lights. It feels like a different place. It feels the depths, the perception's different, everything's different. So I think once you start sort of adding that stuff in and you're starting to work with customers, I think customers are starting to now finally understand that you're not limited to just 4 walls and 2 windows, that you can actually do a lot more with your space. So what we've done is we've also got a new thing coming out very shortly, a new template which will show people what they could potentially do, and we're working to try and give people a few more examples of walking into a shop space and seeing it as not being a traditional shop, but being a space that can be used for retail and multimedia experiences.
Okay, in using the NFT platform and the RFOX Vault, how do you think brands can leverage off smart contracts and Web3 technology to achieve their goals? As half the world's plunged into poverty, will it be practical NFTs like rewards and tickets or food stamps? Or do you see a lot of activity on the DGen PFP art side, for example?
I think there's always going to be an underlying theme and a sentimental attachment for people that have been in the space towards the latter. But ultimately, we are hearing more and more. We wrote articles about intelligent NFTs a couple of years back, but I think what we're starting to see now is the brands look at things more as this is an access right or a voucher or an opportunity. And I think that, as you say, that it's a difficult time globally, and I think that if people can offer a unique, novel way to sort of introduce people to their products and services, and that's good. And just, you're starting to see more places do virtual headset tours of places now, and you're also seeing more NFTs to redeem for physical items or experiences. So I think that that's going to continue. We haven't even scratched the surface. We've literally just come out of the DGen meme phase. We haven't seen the practical use phase really kick in yet.
Sure, and you mentioned virtual headset tours. What other ideas do you think could complement those NFT projects when it comes to activations in the vault?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Once you plug into the technology, so I might own a restaurant and say people can come and eat if they've got one of these vouchers, or it gives them access to a secret menu, or it gives them preferential seating to try menus that haven't been added yet, or whatever it might be, or closed sittings. But once they've got that technology, and there's a lot of the chains are looking into how to do that, that technology, it's very easy for us, for example, to say, if you've got one of those passes, you could come and attend a conference or a show. So that the ability for people to be able to reuse or multi-purpose that is quite easy, because if it is an Ethereum-based NFT, for example, and we've got an Ethereum compatibility, we can say, right, we can take that, we can use that. So as people start to get migrated into the technology from traditional players through receipts, experiences, whatever, they've now got that. They've now gone through the process of having an NFT in their wallet. They now go through the process of saying, okay, well, I've had to understand that. And then we can say, right, now that you do understand it, why don't you come and experience this? So I think it's actually encouraging for projects like ours, because that makes the transition a lot easier for us to sort of onboard a new wave of people as well.
All right, thanks, Benny. And are there any other updates for the rest of the ecosystem?
I think more so, we've been talking a few weeks now about just sort of making sure that we get the game certified and ready for Quest. Still doing some development on Slam. I don't want to give away exactly what we've done, but let's just say that it won't be out there anymore. Also the Arcimoto quarter, as stated, we're still developing those the final apartments and avatars NFT platform, adding new features and functions to the marketplace as well. So lots of stuff going on behind the scenes, and now it's just keep reiterating, keep putting out new versions, keep giving people things to do and on board. But yeah, the progress is hard to keep up with sometimes, but ultimately that's it's good. It's the production phase that we're in right now, so just really looking forward to getting more and more people involved and and utilising what we're doing.
All right, a lot happening there. And for the community out there, if you do have any questions for next week, please leave us a comment and I'll try and include it for Benny next week. That's it for now, everyone. Thanks very much for your time, Benny.
Thanks, mate. You too. See you shortly.
Have a great week, everyone.